Hey Worcester, I'm Tracy O'Connell-Novick and I'm running for Worcester School Committee because we deserve better, which the Worcester School Committee illustrated quite vividly again last Thursday when they voted 5-2, with only Foley and Comparetto opposing, to expand our contract with Durham School Services by another 2 years. Now, for some people, they'll say, well, that happened last week and that's water under the bridge and we should all move on. The problem is that I, like 1,300 other people, sent their kids out the door this morning to get on buses, most of which are actually run by Durham. This is in no way over. And the thing is that we know, in terms of how the decision was made, what wasn't considered. This wasn't about school safety, because this was done during the same week in which parents had to actually call the police in order to find their students from Nelson Place, who are high need, in many cases nonverbal. They were finally tracked down at Washington Heights at 8:30 last Friday night. We know this isn't about communication, because those of us who call both Durham and the transportation office know that transportation isn't told by Durham where our kids' buses are. We know that this doesn't have anything to do with family experiences, because we actually very frequently can't depend on buses to get our kids home. Justice Sullivan, for example, last Monday had multiple parents of middle school kids who were getting phone calls finding out that their kids weren't actually getting home, or getting our kids to school, with many of us having to wait and wonder where the buses are. This wasn't about teachers or principals, who of course are the ones who bear the brunt of the kids who are coming in late or the kids who aren't actually getting home from school buses. It's not about chronic absenteeism or tardiness, because, well, one of the causes of chronic absenteeism and tardiness is the bus is not getting them to school on time. It's not even about the bus drivers, because we know that some of the Durham bus drivers are showing up at work in Worcester on an average weekday morning and are finding out that they're going to be driving for the day in either Holyoke or Framingham, both of which are also Durham districts and both of which are short. This is a big management issue for Durham. Last week, both Framingham and Cummington, Rhode Island started to make moves towards self-operation because of their issues with Durham. This is a bigger problem than that. So the real problem, of course, is that this not only is about what kind of services we're using, this is also about the cost increase. $2.1 million more than it would have been to go to self-operation. Now, that's a cost that we actually eat as a district, because transportation isn't included in net school spending. And in Worcester in particular this year, that's a real concern, because we were only $1 million over net school spending for FY20. If the city doesn't actually increase the district's contribution by that much, plus the amount the state requires next year, we will be under net school spending for the first time in 4 years. So the school committee didn't care about the city taxpayers either. This is Tracy O'Connell-Novick, and I'm running for Worcester School Committee because we deserve better.